Democrats tonight got what they've been clamoring for. A reluctant former Special Counsel Robert Mueller submitting to subpoenas, agreeing to testify in public before both the House Intelligence and Judiciary Committees July 17th. But what, if anything new, will Mueller reveal beyond his 448-page report?
The work speaks for itself. And the report is my testimony.
Since the release of that report, a growing number of Democrats have been pushing for impeachment hearings. But so far, Nancy Pelosi and other party leaders have resisted. Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler says Mueller's testimony could sway public opinion.
It's very important that the American people hear from Mr. Mueller and not have to rely on the misinformation spread by the Attorney General or on reading the report, which most people won't do.
Democrats will likely drill down on the 10 episodes of possible obstruction by the president revealed in the report. They're upset Attorney General William Barr, who today surprised a conference of U.S. attorneys with a bagpipe performance, cleared the president of obstruction. Here's what Mueller said last month.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
Republicans, who are already blasting next month's hearing as a waste of time, will likely zero in on the origins of the investigation that they argue was politically motivated. The president overnight tweeting presidential harassment and lashing out again today.
There was no collusion, there was no obstruction, there was no nothing. How many times do we have to hear it? It never ends. It just keeps going on and on.
And Peter is with me now. How might this move the impeachment debate needle?
Well, Lester, right now, 76 House Democrats actually want to see those impeachment proceedings begin. So Mueller's testimony is going to be a crucial moment here, not just for public opinion, but whether or not it can sway a majority of Democrats to favor those impeachment proceedings.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.